Hey guys, welcome to another session of Alone Unsupervised. I'm Isaiah.
I'm Frank.
Today we just kind of wanted to hit on social media, kind of talk about our journey a little bit, maybe some just helpful tips, tricks, and maybe sprinkle some do's and don'ts in there for people in the community.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
I'll kind of start it off. Social media, I pretty much just use it as a way to kind of connect with people.
yeah.
Um,
Keep up with your military buddies, keep up with people at different agencies, or maybe guys with the academy with whatever.
yeah, if you would have asked me 6 months ago if I would ever be doing something like this, I would have probably given you a resounding no. If you would have asked me about some of the platforms that we're on right now, I would have given you a resounding no.
Yeah.
Most of the preconceived notions that I had coming into this particular journey, it just, kind of those horror stories that you would hear about social media. You would hear about, the trolls. You would hear about people basically out there just doing what they can to undercut you. And I have to say, from my perspective, in the last couple of months of doing this,
It's been pretty positive.
it has been extremely positive.
Yeah.
I think in our journey here, and I call it a journey because that's really what it is. It has been a journey, but we have met some truly, truly amazing people.
Yeah.
Who have gone above and beyond to really help us out, help us grow, help us be better.
Yeah, it was a life raft, if you will.
Yeah, they have been just absolutely amazing, and all of you know who you are.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been really humbling. Yeah, humbling is the word. That's the word. Yeah, I thought getting into content creating was going to be a nightmare. I thought it was going to be hard. I thought it hasn't been easy. It's easier than I thought it was going to be, but it hasn't been easy. But if you use it right, it's just like anything on your plate carrier or anything on your belt. It's a tool that if you use it correctly, it's great.
And responsibly.
And responsibly. If you mishandle it, you're hosed. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like if you're in law enforcement and you go on blabbing about your political views, first off, ain't nobody got time for that. Second off, who knows how that's going to impact a future case of yours or a future trial? Hey, did you arrest my client because he is affiliated with this political party and you're affiliated with this political party? Is that why you arrested him? Because he voted different than you? You laugh, but that could be a potential thing. You know what I mean? And spread love, not hate. Like, and I hate to sound like a hippie, but seriously, there's enough darkness in this world that we don't need your darkness added to it,
And, one of the things I've also found too, there's a lot of people out there who are doing really good things with these platforms and with their individual platforms. And aside from being just good people, there are those out there who are out there teaching, who are out there helping people to become better.
Yeah.
Whether it be,
honestly helping them find their true potential.
Yeah. There's a handful of, I'll be completely honest. I had a certain idea about content creators and about influencers and things like that when I came into this. And I can honestly say that thus far I've been proven wrong the vast majority of the time.
Look at that. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
I know, right? But it's just one of those things. You don't really know what's out there. And don't get me wrong, are there some bad influencers out there?
Oh, for sure.
Are there some people out there who are doing things just for clicks? Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
But there are some truly genuine people out there, and some of the connections that we've made.
Yeah. And if you follow the Alone Unsupervised TikTok page, you'll see us pushing other people's content out there. And to be honest, if you see us pushing other people's content, it's not because they have a big following and we want to jump on that gravy train.
No.
No, it's because Frank and Isaiah have talked about it, and their ideals align with ours, their beliefs align with ours, or hey, we may see things differently, but at the end of the day, this is a great person that we think the world needs to see, and they have good, wholesome messages that, the world may be a better place if this person can get seen more.
Exactly.
And that, like we've said that we want to build this as a big community, which we do. We want it to be for first responders, for veterans, for civilians, for family of, friends of, yada yada yada. I can go on forever. But that seriously, like I'm not joking about that. Like all of social media, like if we could turn this into a giant community of love and positivity, I am all for it. Like I want that more than anything, honestly.
And we've actually we set out to again focus this particular endeavor on again first responders and veterans and things like that. But the reach and some of the other followers who aren't necessarily affiliated exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we could be more blessed than
No, for sure. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
have them.
Yeah. And we never would have found these people or talked to them or heard their story, because we've had some people reach out that have some pretty astounding stories, and we're not going to share any right now because I don't have the permission to, and it's not my story to tell. But we've had some people reach out in lives, in the chats, DMs, emails that are wow.
And for those of you who are still out there, I mean, we have not forgotten. I mean, we are still trying. We don't want to rush things and necessarily not do justice to your appearance on the show, your story. So we want to make sure we're doing it right.
Yeah.
And we're make sure we obviously have our own kinks that we need to work out as far as how we produce the show. So we haven't forgot about you.
Yeah.
We still have you, and we want you to come on the show. We want you to tell your story. We want to hear your story.
And as you witnessed a couple sessions ago, we're still dealing with technical difficulties. Listen, here's the deal. You know how embarrassing it would be to us have a guest in the safe house with us, and then our camera battery dies? Like, that would be a kick in the pants. You know what I mean? Like, legit. That'd be pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing just having to explain it to the viewers that it
It is.
You know?
Again, we understand things happen, but we want to create and shape the best environment for
we want this to
stories.
be a well-oiled machine to give you the platform that you deserve.
And I mean, we're just coming earlier tonight. We did a live, and like we were just astonished at what we got.
Yeah,
like absolutely astonished.
And well, and we took a break afterwards to kind of revel in it, talk about it, digest it, and then we wanted to film the session. And I was talking with Frank. I was like, honestly, I'm glad we're doing this together, because seeing how excited you are matches the excitement that I have about what just happened. And if I didn't have, like, I can go home and I can tell my wife about it, but talking about it won't do the justice that sitting on this side of the camera that we were both on and we both watched it happen in real time. It was amazing. Like, it was, I did not expect that. It was crazy. And thank you for everybody that was in there that shared all the love that you did. And again, you know who you are. And it was truly amazing, truly humbling. And thank you. Seriously. Like, thank you for everything.
And, Isaiah brings up a good point. 6 months ago, if something like that happened with him and he would have come and told me, I would have never like really understood it.
Yeah.
But
you'd have been happy for me as a friend.
I would have been happy.
You'd have been like, cool, trying to get some pizza or what, dude?
Yeah. like you don't and
yeah.
We're still not fully immersed in
all things social media.
Yeah. But we're in it enough to know that and understand what happened, with that was very was an absolutely incredible thing.
Yeah. Well, and it just goes to show that time we spend promoting other people's content, it it comes back tenfold, and it's a big community. Like if it's, I say this all the time: what you put out in the world is what you get back, and if you put good out, you're getting good back. And tonight proved that.
And
You know?
I said it earlier tonight, and I want to reiterate it. We're not out there promoting others because we expect something in return.
Yeah.
We're out there promoting those people that we see hustling, putting out good content, doing good things, not, just for themselves, but
Yeah.
for other people.
Yeah.
And we like that. And that's what we want. We want more of that. And again, I didn't realize really the reach. I guess I'd heard about it, but I never understood the reach that
Yeah.
social media can have
Mm-hmm.
until we started doing that.
Yeah. It's like you see all these big content creators where like say there's a family in you, right? And they went through a traumatic experience, or how do I say something? I haven't seen this, but I'm sure somebody out there has struggled with this. God forbid somebody's house burns down, right? And then there's a major content creator that says, "Hey, TikTok, social media, do the thing," and within 24 hours, they'll have $100,000 raised that goes directly to that family.
And that not only says a lot about that influencer, that content creator, it also says a lot about the community that they build.
Yeah, 100%.
Because your really good creators out here, they're not putting up with like the nonsense and the bad things. They're not letting it happen. They're not fostering that environment where it happens. They're actually out there trying to do good things.
They're literally trying to make their community a better place. Only their community is now touching 100,000 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Or more, millions of people. Because you see these people on social media that have a following of 3 million people.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
And again, just as like there's bad apples in every bunch. I mean, there's no difference there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I guess kind of ultimately what the point that I'm trying to make with all of this is, I mean, don't be like me. Don't be, I guess, not that I was afraid, but maybe move past some of the misconceptions you have.
Yeah.
And,
take that leap.
Yeah, take that leap.
Yeah.
Whether it be in social media or anything else. I mean, get outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised at some of the things you find.
Open the door because you don't know what's behind it. I mean, it could be bad. You may want to shut it really quick. Or it could be awesome, and you want to go explore that whole new world. It's a whole new world. I'll be sure not to quit my day job.
Never do that again.
But with social media comes the responsibility that you should have. I talked about it, for cops. Like nobody wants to hear your political story, your ideal stuff like that. Keep that to yourself.
It's not a place to air out your dirty laundry or anybody else's dirty laundry. I mean, it's not a place to talk about your current cases or anything like that.
Or your 8th baby mom.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a good place to turn to and build connections.
Yeah.
So far doing this, we've met law enforcement, we've met EMS, we've met fire from all over the country.
Yeah, that we never would have thought.
We've met people who we didn't realize had those backgrounds.
Yeah.
Whether they still do it or not. I mean, again, you would be surprised with the quality of people and their experiences.
Yeah.
And all of those things can help you, whether it be in a professional capacity or whether it be on a personal level or whether it be just to kind of follow your dreams in general.
Yeah.
They can act as that beacon of light, if you will, or that guide to help you find that new obstacle to overcome.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So, but again, you definitely have to utilize that judgment. You have to utilize that responsibility. I joke about it all the time about us not having good lawyers yet, but again, that's where that judgment comes in. I mean, lawyers,
yeah,
it's where that judgment comes in about should this be mentioned? Should a name be mentioned? Should this, and we will actually sit down and we'll have those real conversations of the pros and cons about, hey, do we want to talk about this, or should we hold off? Do we want to talk about this? And
can we say this? Can we say that? We look at it from a legality aspect of, are we going to get sued? Are we going to get fired? Is there any chance that later down the road this can come back and bite us? You have to think about all that stuff.
And we're not just trying to be overcautious or anything like that. It also just comes with that responsibility aspect of, we don't want to get into any kind of political debates or economic debates or anything like that, because again, we want this to be a place where
everybody feels welcome.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about either being alienated or alienating somebody else. Yeah, because
if you start to alienate people, just know, bribery, we will put you in your place.
Yeah, we'll definitely make an example out of you.
And I think we were soft on bribery because that was our first time coming out and doing it, so we were a little reserved. I will say that we did not go ham like we thought we were going to, because we took a step back and we, hopped on the internet and we were like, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And some of the things were like, hey, maybe reel this in a little bit. And oh, okay, I didn't think of that avenue,
But we also too realize, and the decisions we make are not necessarily out of being cautious, but we also
they're responsible.
Yeah, we realize that we want a community where we can have the greatest impact.
Yeah,
and if we're out here doing dumb things, saying dumb things, and dumber things, we're not going to necessarily have that. And our goals are not financial. We're not out here like trying to be millionaires or anything like that. We've talked a lot about how we want to leave things better than we found it. And are we being optimistic? Yeah, but our idea, our whole theory behind this is, if we can change a single life, then this has all been worth it.
Yeah. And we've even talked about the idea of maybe partnering with some nonprofits that we think are good ones, or maybe even trying to venture on our own path of a nonprofit, and whatever that looks like. Obviously, I don't think we're of the growth that we need to have an impact that would benefit said nonprofits, but we are thinking about that, Maybe one day we wake up and like, you know what? We're gonna save this species of owl in the Amazon. I don't know. Are there owls in the Amazon?
I don't know, but that was just pretty random.
Well, hey, listen, unscripted, buddy.
That is true.
What you get? It's free therapy. You're welcome.
And one of the things too, at least from my standpoint, is the more I see some of this community that we're building, the more I see them kind of just come in and do great things.
Yeah.
Like, the more motivated that I get, and the more ideas that I get of some of the good things that we can potentially do.
Yeah, for sure. And like the live we were talking about that we had tonight, we had a lot of people telling us like, hey, you guys have a good message. You guys are putting out good stuff. Keep doing it. Like that really helps.
It's very
gratifying.
It is. Again, when we do these things,
that's what I was looking for.
We're doing these things and we're trying to do the best we can with it. And obviously, we're going to be the hardest on ourselves, harder than anyone in the internet can be. But it is very good, and that's kind of what we're talking about too. Is we've met some really good people who are being very supportive and want to help us. And again, I never thought for once that I would see anything like the response.
And even bigger than the people that we have met that have been positive. I knew there was going to be some negativity going into this, but the one negative thing that I was nervous about was our coworkers. I was really nervous about it. You know what I mean? Because this is a big leap. This is a big step. And sometimes in our profession, some people can be not nice. And honestly, the feedback we've gotten back from our coworkers is gratifying and validating in itself, and they're even giving us topic ideas and, hey, have you thought about talking about this? Have you thought about talking about that? Hey, you guys talked about your deployment stories. I really liked hearing those. Can you give more of those? Like, oh, yeah, for sure. Now there are some times that they razz us, but that comes with any aspect of life. But it's more positive than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not saying that we work with horrible people, because we don't. Uh, we work with some really great people, but I just didn't expect to have the amount of love. Am I saying that wrong? Like, I'm not trying to make it sound like we work with bad people.
Yeah, no,
because we don't. But
you just,
you know what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
Okay.
in this profession, in this line of work, you're used to just giving each other nonsense,
Yeah.
much like we give each other all the time.
Right, for sure.
But we're not getting as much as we thought.
Yeah.
And that is, again, we've gotten more support than we have anything else.
Yeah.
And again, it's pleasantly surprising.
Yeah. So we started this out to talk about social media, but I think it ended up with a thank you.
Yes, a definite thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
like seriously, like we got 800 something followers on TikTok. Like that means that there's 800 some odd people
who are taking their time.
Who are taking their time.
Precious time.
Yeah, seriously. Like I don't take that for granted. Like you're taking your time that you could be spending with your family, or time that you could be focusing on a career or a hobby or whatever, but you want to listen to two nobodies talk about nothing. Yeah, essentially. Realistically, but it means a lot.
It does.
Seriously.
And
we're not taking it for granted.
No, but again, to me, it still goes back to the whole idea of don't be afraid of social media. Just do the right thing with it.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to follow your dreams. Because seriously, doing a podcast has been a dream of mine for a long time. It's been a dream of Frank's for a long time. And, we've said it before, like, we got together and then we kind of like talked each other into it, really. I mean, it wasn't really a hard talking into it.
No.
But, I mean, we both kind of like, hey, dude, like, we'll do it together. And if it sucks, then, then we'll go down with the ship together,
Yeah.
Like, but it definitely helps having somebody, I guess, along the ride with you, because
yeah, definitely, and especially somebody who's understanding not that people around us don't understand, but I guess only we kind of really know the time and the effort we're putting into things.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, that's not to say people in our lives don't necessarily understand or see it.
Well, for an aspect, we started filming tonight. What, like around 10 or 10:30? It's 5 in the morning right now. Like, and we've been going nonstop.
Yep.
Like, and I didn't really think that it would take this much time to do stuff like this, But again, that was my naive brain, I guess, because I'd never done this before.
And if you are thinking about getting into this, nothing's going to be super fast.
No,
it's going to be a crawl.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you,
but stay the course. Yeah. It's a journey, not a destination.
If we kind of folded things up tomorrow, I would still be satisfied with what we have done.
Yeah.
And what we have accomplished. Granted, I don't want to.
But again, going back to our last session, or one of our previous sessions, they're kind of starting to mold together now. The path not taken, I would be curious of, what could we have turned ANU into, but I'm happy with what we've done so far, and like, again, the output and support. Now, if we were up here talking a bunch of, I guess, war nonsense, or we were putting bad messages out there, maybe it wouldn't be so much.
No, probably not.
But I've said it before, like, you also have to be careful of who you subscribe to, who you follow, and who you want to invest your time in, because there's people out there that aren't putting, maybe in their mind, they're putting good stuff out there, but
You have to find stuff that aligns with what you believe
Yes.
and with what you see as good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was mainly like leaning into the guys that are training, that are putting that stuff out on accident.
Yeah.
Or maybe on purpose, I don't know.
And I mean, that's not.
There's some people that are on here just trying to make money.
Yeah, and that's not to say that we're not going to make the occasional mistake or maybe put out something that some fact checker is going to be able to disprove. I mean,
which is totally fine.
Yeah, we make mistakes.
Yeah, but we'll own them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, we're not doing it intentionally either.
Yeah, like previous sessions, we've had some technical difficulties. We've addressed it. We've apologized, but we've marked and bypassed and kept moving on.
Mm-hmm.
If I at every aspect of my life, if I stopped pushing when things got hard, I probably wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
You only get one life, and you might as well make the best of it with what you can.
Yeah. So again, I mean, while this really started as social media, talking about social media, granted, we've done that. I mean, again, it's also moved into don't be afraid to try new things. If you have a goal, stop making it a dream and turn it into an action.
Yeah. If you have to have a life board and write your goals and ambitions and your wishes and your wants, and you have to see them, like you're your own worst enemy, and you're the one that's going to be able to make or break things. Now, if everybody got everything that was given to them, you wouldn't appreciate anything. So maybe if it's hard, maybe it's worth it.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the movie Pain and Gain, there's a line in there. It's super. It's funny, but I think it's appropriate. Do be a doer. Don't be a don'ter. And with that, I think we'll crack the old animal can.
Yeah. We can't. Shakespeare. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you. Remember, full read. Don't pre-read.
Mm-hmm. You tell me that, like I'm going to do it. All right. Safety plan or safety brief of the night. Have a plan, because if you don't, you'll probably need bail. Wise words.
Wise words. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
1343 stopping the vehicle Central and 40th Place. 13L30 is behind the unit.
Sit back and relax. Your group therapy session has started. Welcome to Alone and Unsupervised.